What's good, y'all? What's happening, man? It's FLYEERRKicks, and welcome back to the channel. Now, so I'm here, man. I appreciate you for stopping by. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, man. Join the freaking Flyers Club. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. Drop a like, drop a comment if you like the content. And last but not least, man, I got my IG name listed right here down below. Head over to IG, give me a follow. Let's interact on there as well, man. Now, getting right into it, man. Y'all seen the title, thumbnail, all the good stuff, man. Y'all here for one reason. Y'all see this orange box, man. This one has been talked about for quite a few months now. This is the second collaboration with Nina Chanel and Air Jordan, man. This is the Nina Chanel Air Jordan 3. Get into that packaging, man. It has like the abstract feel that she kind of always adds to her shoes. Has a 23, has her reinterpretation of the Jumpman logo on the top. On the side, it has like black and white hits going all the way around. Has the X and like the black and white hits. Similar to how she did her pop-up, man. The pop-up design was super dope. But I like the touches on this box, man. Mine is a little damaged, but it's all good, man. You don't wear the box, you wear the shoes. And the tag on this joint reads, Women's Air Jordan 3 Retro OG SP, Bicoastal, Black, and Malachite. 13.5 women, size 12 men, personal pair. These joints definitely are in the collection to stay. Getting to the inside of the shoe, man, it does have the paper with like all green with like the abstract and different kinds of art. It has the MVP, the X, the M. Has 1988, has the MJ. Just a couple of different pieces that she uses for her art and that she used for this collection, man. Which is like the overall color of the shoe. All orange on the box, which only has a few small hits on the shoe. But let's check these joints out, man. See how y'all are rocking with them. Now here we have the Air Jordan 3 by Nina Chanel in the Bicoastal colorway. All tealish and green all the way around, man. Really nice materials and dope details. But let's check out the specifics, man, and see how you guys are rocking with these joints. Now, starting with the front of the shoe, man, the toe box is laced in an all green or tealish Bicoastal color canvas going all the way across the toe box and all the way across the upper of the shoe. I'm getting to that toe cap where you usually see like the cement print or elephant print. You see like a nappy hair green suede. Nice touch there. Some really nice materials on these joints. Get into the size of the shoe, man. It has that canvas going all the way around. Right there near the lace holes, it does have the green suede like you see on the toe box and on the back heel. But it's overall the full canvas and the suede materials. It do have some sail lace holes right there just to kind of match this midsole and the laces and like other hits of the shoe. Working to the back of the shoe, man, it still have that green suede going all the way around. Now getting into the heel tab, they do have like the small Jumpman hit with the orange tab. And she did something a little different with these, man. Not only did she redo the text on the heel tab, man, it's like in a different type of font, like an artistic kind of abstract looking font. But she also did it in a Chanel type of material. This is like a soft, like Letterman jacket style feel. I'm not sure if you guys can like really get a good look at that texture, man. But this is exactly what you would get like on a high school Letterman jacket in the Nike Air with the Nike sign. Abstract kind of reimagined type of feel to it. And then she went with a leather heel tab on here. So this one is stitched all the way around. You can't like pull it down like you would any other like Jordan 3 or Jordan 4 heel tab. This one is stitched in all the way around in like that light white sailish looking leather, man. That's a really nice touch on these and something that I don't think I've ever seen on a Jordan 3 with the heel tab stitched in leather. Good look on these. I really like the heel tab with the Chanel Letterman style print with that orange hit. That's a good look on these joints. Now getting to the inside of the shoe, man, it has that same canvas material going all the way around with the suede hits, man. Suede green, sail, Bicoastal color. I like the tonal aspects that she used. I'm glad she didn't use too much orange. I like that small orange hit just to make it pop. She did include some extras with it that we'll get into later, but I like the slight hit of orange there. I think that fits the shoe well, and it lets the green and the cream be more of a neutralish color and allows it to be more of a lot more wearable shoe than having this bright orange in a lot of places. But I do like the small orange hit for sure. Now getting back to the front of the shoe, man, it does have that canvas material going all the way up the tongue, and it has her version of the Jumpman on there, the abstract, reimagined type of version of what she thinks the Jumpman would look like in her eyes. And it also does come with rope laces in the sail colorway. I like the sail laces. It matches the sail hits on the midsole, on the back of the shoe, man. Really nice touch there. And on the inside of the shoe, man, this joint is all leather, man. So you're getting a premium feel on these joints. Price on these joints is like $225. So with that race price tag, you would expect to have some premium materials, and definitely with the leather on the inside, man. So nice touch there. Now on the insole, they did go with the orange and white checkerboard on the insole. This one looks like a Tennessee Volunteers type of logo. If you know anything about college football or just the University of Tennessee, regardless, this looks exactly like their logo. And then on the inside, it does have the Jumpman sitting inside of that circle, and the Bicoastal green with the black Jumpman on it. Nice touch there. And on this tongue, man, this joint is not as like thick or padded as you would get on a regular Jordan 3. You can see they kind of have like the foam exposed around the edges of the tongue, like a raw edge. And then on the inside, it does have a leather on the inside of the tongue. And then it has the Air Jordan that you would normally get on the Jordan 3, but they did it in Nina Chanel's, like her own artistic way with the Air Jordan 3 and with like the wave of the tag, how she does on a lot of her projects, man. So this one is a really good one, man. Can't lie, a really good one. And getting into that midsole, man, all cell midsole going all the way around the shoe. And on the outsole, it has like the neon green hit up front. It has the orange hit in the back to kind of match those small orange hits on the upper of the shoe. And then all cell going throughout the bottom. Regular Jordan 3 outsole, but all cell, a light splash of color with the neon and with the orange. Now getting into the hang tag, man, they went with the regular style of hang tag on here. It is like the thin version that they've been using lately. Slightly different, not like transparent or anything, but regular orange and white colors, regular Jumpman, regular Air text. But on the back, they kind of flipped it with the white with the orange, and they did use the Nina Chanel version of the Jumpman, and it has like reverse with the air going backwards, just like it would be like going through one way and then the other side. Looks like that, man. So I like her version of the Jumpman. I like that they let her kind of freestyle her own hang tag with it as well. Really nice details on these joints, man. Let me know how you guys are feeling about these joints so far, man. Leave a comment down below, and let's check out this right shoe and check out the details over there. Now getting into that right shoe, man, just the same as the left. It has the Bicoastal teal greenish blue canvas colorway going all the way around. The nice green nappy suede going around the toe and around the heel. Also, the suede hits going across the lace holes up top. It has the cell laces and the cell lace holes. Really nice touch there. Brings out that neutralness of the shoe. Get to the back of the shoe, man. Like I said earlier, probably my favorite part of the shoe is the heel tab. Has the Chanel Letterman style text on there. She redid the font to like an abstract looking font like she would use. Does have the Jumpman and the orange pull tab. Something really slight, adds a pop of color. I like that aspect on it, man. Getting to the inside of the shoe, man, it does have the suede and the canvas going all the way around, man. Same cell midsole going all the way around like on the other shoe. Nice touch there. I like the all cell midsole. I do kind of wish they would have hit us with like something different on the actual outsole of the shoe, because I know once you wear this cell, it's not gonna last extremely long with it being clean, but it is what it is. It definitely looks the best, but as far as wearability, I'm not sure how this one will hold up, but this will be one that I wear sporadically. I won't just beat these joints up like a pair of leather black cement 3s or white cement 3s, anything like that, but definitely a good shoe. Wish they had a little more wearability with like some kind of splash of color on the outside. Maybe not green. Maybe green would have been good. The Bicoastal color going across the outside, maybe that would have been a hit. But the cell looks good. I can't say anything will particularly look better, but something would wear better, but I'm not mad at it at all, man. She did her thing on these, man. Shout out Nina Chanel on these joints. Super dope for sure. Now, as far as extras on these joints, man, these joints did come with extra laces in that bright orange. Now, this shoe was kind of inspired by like New York, like construction signs and things like that. Now, I'm assuming that that's where this bright orange that they use came from, man. You could use any shade of orange, especially with this like green, tealish color. So they could use any kind of shade of a darker or regular orange, but they use this bright orange that's inspired by the construction, and it will look good with the laces swapped out with the orange. I'll post a picture here that I seen with like Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys that had the orange laces. They were a part of the rollout with Nina Chanel, like a true New York type of shoe. I do like the orange. I may throw the orange in there with some fits, but the cell is probably the easiest and more neutral color to wear with it, obviously, man. But nice touch all the way around. Now, getting to the inside of these joints, I do have the leather going across the full interior of the shoe, as well as the tongue. And on the back of this right tongue tag, it does have Nina, where it said Air Jordan on the other one. Same style of tag, but this one says Nina, orange with the white pressed on, man. Super nice shoe. I wasn't super duper sold on these joints when I seen the very first images. The colors were cool, but I wasn't really a huge fan of the canvas. But the more I seen them and the more I seen them, and I was able to grab them for retail, so I can't really, you know, you can't really beat that, bro. I like the shoe. Green is my favorite color, even though this isn't a true green. But this is one that I'll wear this fall with like some sale hits. I got like this green Nike overcoat, like chore type of jacket, man. So this one will definitely get worn, man. Dope shoe, dope colorway. Black collaborator, can't really go wrong there, man. I'm all for it. A black woman collaborator at that, man. So y'all leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys are feeling about these Nina Chanel so far, man. Let's get into some other details about the shoe. Now, as I mentioned earlier, man, I was able to grab these joints for retail, man. These joints were $225 here in Houston. And then out the door was like $243, $245 or something like that out the door. So nothing too crazy. I was able to grab these joints from FLYEERRKicks. I didn't grab my size initially, but I grabbed the pair and pretty much like swapped these joints and got my size. So a win is a win. Had to get my size 12 in these. It is what it is. Like I said, I was able to grab these joints for retail, like around $245, $250. Let's just round it up to $250 on that price tag. And as far as resale, I mean, they aren't doing too crazy on the resale market. You can find pairs for like $350 and less across the board. I'm not sure if that's because the day that these released, StockX did like a they did like 100% off a seller fee. So a lot of people were just dumping their pairs. So we can't really see like the true market compared on StockX. Those are like $350 and down on there, but GOAT, you can look in there like in a $400 area. So we'll wait a week or two once all online pairs come in and they stop all of the like sale deals on the resale apps, and we can kind of see where our market falls. These are getting kept for sure for me regardless, but I would just wait and see kind of how the market goes before I purchase these for like above the $350 price tag. You can find it for $350 or less. I will definitely pull the trigger with it being a $250 retail shoe with tax and things like that. That's not bad over retail. I honestly would think these will fall like around that $325, $300, $325 range. Nothing too crazy, but just play it by ear, man. Check your local apps, check your local Facebook groups and local stores and things like that. You may be able to grab these joints for a pretty good price, maybe trade something, but nothing too expensive on these, man. A good shoe, but this isn't a super duper wearable colorway. Nina Chanel isn't extremely popular to where the resale is going crazy like a Travis would, no matter the color. But if you like the shoe, you like the materials, definitely a good fall shoe, man. I say pick these up, man. These definitely are staying in my collection. Now, as far as quality and quality control on these joints, man, I don't see any like true flaws as far as the QC end. Got some pretty good quality with the suede and with the canvas material. I like the leather heel tab on the back. Got some nice quality there. Got the nice heel work with the heel tab and the chenille print and the chenille text. So good quality control. No crazy flaws. Now my box is a little beat up, but that just happens with shipping. That's not a technical flaw. But with a personal shoe, I'll take it. If I was looking to resell these, I would be kind of hesitant with the status of that box. But since it's a personal, man, it doesn't really matter. Shoes are in perfect condition. I'll be wearing these joints, man. I don't wear the box, so it is what it is, man. But overall, man, this about wraps it up for this video. Just want to give you guys a quick unboxing and review of this Nina Chanel Air Jordan 3, man, in the Bicoastal colorway. Definitely not your ordinary Jordan 3, not your ordinary colorway, but a good shoe material-wise. But y'all leave me a comment down below, man. Let me know how you guys are feeling about these, how you feel about the collection. If you copped them, let me know where from or how much you paid for them. And if you haven't copped them yet, let me know if you're looking for them, man. Y'all leave me a comment. Let me know if this is a cop, a drop. Are you dripping, flipping, skipping these, man? Leave me an honest opinion down below, man. I really want to know how y'all are feeling about these. It's a drip all day for me, but I want to hear how you guys feel about them. But like I said, man, it's going to wrap it up for this one. Until next time on the next video, we got the Air Jordan 3 Nina Chanel in the Bicoastal colorway, man. Let me know how you guys are feeling about these for sure. Peace.